All right, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. You've tuned in to another live broadcast here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Man, it's going to be exciting, exciting broadcast. This is broadcast number one. I think it's 143. I mean, we've done so many of them. Who's counting, right? At some point in time, we're on automatic pilot. We're in the groove of thing. Myself and co-hosts, we're in shape. So, after a couple of miles, they say, what did they say, Brother Rodney? After the 12-mile mark, your body's on automatic pilot at that
Right.
point. So, Brother says, we're excited you decided to be here with us. We got an exciting, exciting program here. This is the only second time we've ever done this in the history of Black Wealth Empowerment Live, and that's come bring you a panel of guests. A panel of guests. First time we did it, it was around network marketing, and we had brothers and sisters. This time it's going to be sisters only. So what we want to do is want to welcome everybody. I'm going to turn it over to my co-host, Brother Rodney Assad. He's going to welcome you guys. And then Brother Rodney and I are going to leave. We're going to turn our cameras off so you won't see us, you won't hear us. And we're going to leave and just let sisters do what sisters do. All right? So welcome, brothers and sisters. You want to share this stream. You see the tabs in our private platform here. You see those tabs right above. Share those tabs. If you're watching this on YouTube, you got tabs below. If you're watching this on replay, you can still share this stream, brothers. We want to welcome you to another exciting, epic episode here at Black Wealth Empowerment. Now, let me turn it over to the Courage Coach. You know who he is. If not, watch some of our other broadcasts, and you'll know who the Courage Coach is. I want him to welcome everybody, and then we're going to turn it over to our very capable other co-host, Sister Brandy. Brother Rodney, let's welcome everybody and get on out the way of the sisters.
Yes, sir. I mean, we may not want to mute completely. We might want to chime in. No, okay, we can't do that. It's a beautiful thing. First of all, brothers and sisters, thank you so much for joining us on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. I am Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. This is epic. This is epic because one of the things that if you don't notice already, those of you watching the replay and some of you watching live, you might not know this, but I tell you, there's a saying. Some of you might have heard this: a nation, I'm going to say a universe, can rise no higher than its women. When we have a highly intelligent, highly skilled, highly refined, right? More, just all that in our women, the whole universe transforms instantly. And so, yes, you can have great men. We can be well-groomed. We got nice outfits on and all this stuff. And we might be good chest thumpers and great at, at fixing stuff here or there and all the bravado that sometimes comes with the male ego. That's fine. That's cute. And it's what it is. But the core of it all, without a good mama, I couldn't be the person I'm just going to keep it real. Without a good mama, I couldn't have been the person that I am. It's just what it is. So, mother. Right? The woman. Now, when I say mother, it's not just a woman who had a baby. That's not the whole point. It's not about that, brothers and sisters. What it's about is the ability of the female to further us as young people, as adults. It doesn't matter. Something a woman can always sow into your life as a male, female, young or old, that can help move the ball forward. We know fathers further. We got that. But mamas, you can't get away from that. So we want our sisters to come on this broadcast and share just a wealth of information, experience, and all those things that they've gleaned and gotten from years of experience and just share it with you all. So we want to get out of the way and let, we say we open the door for our sisters so they go in first, ladies first. You say that, but it's got to become more than a cliche. It has to become an actuality in our lives, that we put our women at the top of civilization and show the whole world that the best nation is in the wilderness of North America. This is what God said. So, brothers and sisters, I'm not going to go no further. I want to just get out the way and let our sisters just do what they do. I'm excited to watch the rebroadcast, Brother Daryl. So, without any other further conversation, I'm going to swing it over to our absolutely phenomenal, capable, always growing, achieving, getting stuff done co-host, Sister Brandy Muhammad. This is our boy. Sister Brandy came a long way in a short period of time. That lets you know that God is moving in this environment. And we got some great sisters she's going to introduce to y'all. So thank you all. Sister Brandy, it's on you all. Peace, everybody.
All right, praise be to Allah. Thanks, Brother Rodney. Thanks, Brother Darrell. Listen, I am excited to be part of the Black Wealth Empowerment once again. Listen, we have amazing. They've already said epic, and I said epic first. We are having an amazing panel of discussion tonight. We have all the amazing sisters in the world. We just have a handful, but the handful that we have, they are about to go up and show up and tell you all about themselves, all about what they do as entrepreneurs, future entrepreneurs, as wives, mothers, sisters, and friends. Let me introduce you to a couple that are on now. A couple more are jumping on. We're having some slight technical difficulties, but we have Sister Thea Muhammad on. We also have Sister Teresa Griffin on. Go ahead, sisters, introduce yourselves and just let us know a little bit about you. What do you do? Sister Thea, you're first.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Well, peace and greetings. Assalamu alaikum to everybody. I am always excited to be a part of the Black Wealth Empowerment show, broadcast, family, event. This is always an excellent part or an excellent experience for me. So thank you so much. I am Muhammad on how to raise your Black child to be a millionaire. I am the author of the best-selling book, How to Raise Your Black Child to Be a Millionaire, Child Rearing Secrets of the Black Elite. And I'm the host of the radio show, Raising Black Millionaires, now broadcasted on Verkay Radio. If it's a sister station to Bashani Radio, it's very popular on the East Coast. If any of you all have caught that, I'm imagining that you have been catching it, because last month we hit just over 500,000 streams. So we're really excited about that. If you haven't gotten a chance to check us out on Verkay. That's V like Victor, ERCAY.com. But that is who I am. I'm really excited to be here and to participate in this conversation with the sisters, and really just kind of get all that I can get from this conversation, because we got some powerhouses on the show today. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And next we have Sister Teresa Griffin. Sister Teresa, are you there? She looked like she's in the car. She's a little bump boy also. 1 second. Sister Teresa?
Oh, yes, here I am. Hi.
Oh, all right, we are ready, and we're excited to hear from you, sis.
Okay, sorry. Hello, everybody. Welcome, and I'm so excited to be here. My name is Teresa Griffin, and my business is it's a coalition of artists, musicians, writers, spoken word poets, and we help each other get paid for listening to each other's music. So that's what we do. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So if anybody has any recorded music, we can help you get involved with the group and start earning on your music without going through a record company or anything.
But that is awesome. So I would love to know from both of you, how did you all, sisters, decide that whatever business that you're in, how did you decide that this is what you wanted to do? And how long have you been in business? Sister Teresa, you can start.
Okay. Well, I've been, I kind of stumbled into this. I did a spoken word project, and a friend of mine, I always did poetry, and a friend of mine suggested I do a spoken word project. He would put music to it, and that's what he did. So I put together a project, and we did it, and I started playing my music with the whole coalition of other artists, and I've been doing this about 1.5 years, 2 years now.
Wow. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. And Sister Thea, your turn.
Yes, ma'am. Well, first, yeah, please pardon me if I get a little choppy. I'm on a road headed back to Louisiana, and I'm on like vacation mode. Not really, but really want to be. So y'all have to work with a sister, right? But we started the Raising Black Millionaires whole project in 2015. After going to the Power Networking Conference, where I was introduced to a lot of the millionaires and the billionaires in the book, or who I interviewed in the book. That's when I really began really developing that particular service. However, my husband and I started a financial services firm. God, when was that? That was a few years back. So that had to have been 2013, 2014, something like that. And it's been a phenomenal ride because it's really expanded us in ways that we never really thought possible before. We kind of had an inkling that it was possible, but we just didn't really know how we were going to get there. You know what I mean? If anybody has any dreams, any personal goals, and you figure you know that you should be there, but you don't have any idea how you're going to get there, that's where we were. I hope that answers your question.
It does, absolutely. Let me ask you another quick question. When it comes, so Sister Thea, you talked about creating your own empire from the standpoint of your book that you have out. I happen to have it close by. Then also some other avenues of income as well. When you started that journey, as far as your financial services company that you and your husband created, how'd you get into that conversation? Was that just something that you automatically always thought about doing, or was it just an opportunity that kind of fell in your lap?
Baby, no, indeed. I never ever before saw myself getting into financial services. What happened was, there was an opportunity that came about where my husband and I, prior to, for years, had been really doing a lot of study about self-development, conscious development, wealth development, a lot of Napoleon Hills, Carnegie, Dennis Kimbrough, that kind of material. We had started that. And so we were just kind of keeping our eyes open to opportunities and just kind of looking for the right thing for us. We had started saving money, putting money to the side, because we really, at that time, didn't have much of anything to put to the side, but we just kind of figured that thing out. And when the opportunity came to get into what we knew at that time to just simply be a tax service franchise, that we ended up realizing was an entire financial services firm franchise, then we just jumped on it because it made all the sense in the world. We saw the potential, and then we just took advantage of it. I think really to kind of get to the heart of maybe where your question is going, we were ready for the opportunity when it came because we had started doing some personal development, acknowledging that we really didn't have much of a clue about finances. We really didn't have much of a clue about the things that we really needed to have been doing to put ourselves in a position of making more money and being in a better financial condition than we had been previously. And so we just started studying those who did have a clue. And so from doing that in prior years, that's how we were able to recognize the opportunity when it was good for us and when it came.
Yes, Jamie, you turned the light off. Sorry about that. Thank you, Sister Thea. And then the question I have for you, Sister Teresa, when you talk about your business and how you created an empire with a group of people, how does that work for you? Do you have, is everybody the boss? Or is it just you as an individual, you're the boss, and you tell everybody else what to do? How do you work as a partnership? You're on mute, sis. Yep, you're still on mute.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, sis. I'm sure
Yes,
she can.
Yep, we're good. Oh, she's back on mute.
Sister Brandy, I think you were saying that I was on mute. I was on mute.
Oh, no, Sister Teresa, if you can unmute your phone so you can answer the question.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Basically, it has a lot to do with personal integrity, and everybody is their own boss. And really, for this business to work, everybody has to work together. Each person is an important part of the wheel. So everybody has to do their part in order for the collective whole to benefit. So we have to be diligent on listening to each other's music. Nobody is monitoring you, but that is how it works. So you have to, that is basically all you have to do. And when we say listen, you don't even have to really be listening all the time, but just on a device that's playing the music. So you just have to monitor your devices and be diligent in that way.
And then let me ask you another question, Sister Teresa. When you say you have to monitor, so you really have to be independent, and you also have to be, I guess I would say, trustworthy, and make sure that you have trustworthy partners as well.
Absolutely.
How did you go about finding those individuals?
Well, that is the challenge. That is the challenge. Is I'm sure many people find out that you have to have your own personal integrity, and you have to find people. And it's very hard because some people will start and then you'll find out that they don't have that personal integrity. So then eventually they drop off. So you just keep on going until you find the right people. You just keep on going. You keep at it. You know, you keep putting it out there. There's so many people out there. It's passive income. You don't have to do a lot. There's no boss that could fire you. So I think people just have to, the more they get out of it.
Yes, ma'am. And Sister Thea, I believe you already stated how long you've been in business and working with your partners. Are you still looking for additional partners now? Sister Teresa, I apologize. I said Thea.
Oh, I'm sorry. Absolutely. Anybody who has any recorded music, spoken words, poems, anything, they're always welcome. There's no cost to join. You just have to pay a monthly fee for whatever retailer you're using. So we go through different retailers like Spotify or Deezer. So you just have to pay your monthly premium account, and that's all there is to it.
Yes, ma'am. And then a sidebar question, just like personal. Are you married, single, have children, etc.?
No, I'm single. Yep, I don't have any children. So.
Yes, ma'am, but still a mother in the process.
Absolutely. Mother, godmother.
Yes. All right. And you're in the car too. You and Sister Thea, y'all taking the lead.
Yes, rolling, trying to keep busy, have stuff to do.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm going to click it over real quick to Sister Thea. I would like to also ask you the same question. Are you married? We did hear that you're married, but do you also have children? And the next question is, for both of you sisters, what is your why? Why do you keep going in your business or businesses? And yeah, what's your why? What encourages you to keep pushing?
Well, yes, ma'am. I'm very married. Lord have mercy, am I married? And I have 5 children and a grandbaby. So yes, indeed, Sister Teresa, we're going to have to hang out sometime, sister, just so I can rub up against you and remember what that's like. You know what I mean? But yes, ma'am, my why is I've always seen myself as being able to implement systems under a family empire umbrella of businesses that my lineage could live off of and constantly feed and contribute to for centuries down the line. And so my standpoint or my position is that if I die and I haven't set that in place for my children, then I've totally missed the mark. I'm grateful and desirous of instilling the traditional principles that we mothers work to instill in our children. But I want to make sure that my children don't become adults and they have to experience any of the financial struggles that most of us have to endure, right? I want them to grow up and understand what financial freedom and independence is, so that they can understand that there's far much more to living than just survival, right? Because the fact is that most of us never even experience living because we're too busy surviving, you know? And so I don't want my children to have to wait until they get to the age that I was when I first started living, when I first started really enjoying what it meant to live in my purpose, experience and explore my gifts and talents, enjoy getting money for doing those things, and continuously making personal development a sole focus throughout the day, because you don't have time to do all that when you got to pay the mortgage or you got to pay rent and you getting paid $8 an hour. You know what I mean? So I don't want them to experience that's not the life that they are destined to live, because that's not the life that my God has put on me to lead them